there. Can everybody hear me? Everybody right here, if you can hear me, wave. Can I get a small, yeah, there we go. Right, a lot of awkward contact. I see eye contact, a lot of shades. We see where you're looking at these legs. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. All right, I am joined on this stage. This is the FuelFest Media Stage, and this is Miss Felicia Walker.
Thanks, Harrison. It's great to be on the stage.
It's great to be here. You guys are the reason I'm here too. So I love everything about it. Team FuelFest, Team Reach Out Worldwide. For those of you at home that don't know, and for those of you here who might not know, tell them about Reach Out Worldwide, because that is the reason that all of this is even here.
Yeah, it's awesome to be up here. I'm usually behind the scenes. I've been
Always behind the scenes.
I'm always behind the scenes. Nothing happens here without me knowing about it. For real.
Absolutely.
I've been working for Reach Out Worldwide for, since Paul passed, honestly. That's when it all started for us. So I
was going to say, like, you guys picked up that, well, in his passing, and this, correct me, I'm hearing the story every time and I get choked up, so I don't even know if I hear the whole story, is as Paul passed, they found out that he had been taking thousands, if not millions, of his own hard-earned dollars from the Fast movies and giving them to his own private charity in his own way. Like, he wasn't asking anybody else.
Yeah, no, for real. FuelFest was founded to be a sustainable source of funding for Reach Out Worldwide. So the car community has always been so supportive of Roe, of Paul, obviously the Fast franchise coming out big today. We recognized that early on with Roe and how, like, we were just having car shows pop up. We were having people call us wanting to do a car show or some sort of charity event in memory of Paul. They wanted to donate to Reach Out Worldwide because Paul was the sole funder of
Right, he was the heartbeat of that car. He crossed it over from the people, like, outside of the screen, outside of the chaos. It was cars, people, and love.
Yeah.
And it was right there.
You know, he wanted to keep it under the radar, which he could because he was the sole funder of the whole thing. So
right.
After he passed, we had to come up with a way to keep it going because he was doing it privately, kind of on his own with his friends and his family.
Right. He wasn't doing it for the glory. He wasn't doing it to call attention to himself. He legitimately was giving a part of everything that he could to give back to those in disaster relief. And I mean, you guys have taken that heartbeat of that and embodied it into this explosion of not only like giving, but also being on site, boots on the ground, like with first responders and disaster relief. I mean, not to take it too personal, but I remember hearing from you guys as you guys were heading to Tennessee and I was in Florida because you were helping out in Henderson, Tennessee. Before I even knew that Henderson, Tennessee was hit, you guys were already in motion.
Yeah, that's one thing that sets Row apart from a lot of those other disaster relief organizations is that we're small, we're nimble, we try and get in there quickly. We have amazing volunteers. These are some of our volunteers here.
You guys give a round of applause for these Reach Out volunteers.
Yeah, you guys have been. Rose has been at a lot of Fuel Fests. I mean, since the beginning. Were you at In Memory of Paul car show? So, Fuel Fest was founded after many years of car charity events. In Memory of Paul car show, a lot of people were there today. Were there that year. That was in 2018.
That was 2018. Was anybody at the 2018?
Randall
was. There you go. Randall's like, not even me. Is anybody in the crowd at the 2018 Yeah,
yeah. All right,
the Memorial Crew it was a Memorial car show at that time, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was at College of the Canyons. We had about 8,000 people show up that day. The fire department actually shut us down. There were too many people. We had to do the whole like one person in, one person out thing. Really long line. It was really amazing, and that's really how Fuel Fest was born. It was like, hey, we could do this more and create a sustainable funding stream
Right.
for Row, and that's what we've done. And really, we're talking a lot about the car culture and all that, but it's really about the disaster relief. And we've these people here, these are some of our volunteers: Lena, Sean, Rose. They've been working in Altadena with the fires for over 6 months now, almost 7 months.
That's right.
On the ground.
Everybody, raise your hand if you either have been affected by the fires or you know somebody affected by it. That's right. I see you all. It's absolutely why I know it's crazy. When I came out here, we were trying to go drive and see some stuff, and we couldn't even get over to those sections still. There's still so much going on.
Yeah, we lived in Altadena, so our house, we lived there for like 6 years, and it was barely didn't burn. Like, it was
Wow.
one street away. So we went and chucked it out, and it's just really sad. It's going to take a really long time for that community.
And
to
at the
come
same
back.
time, you guys open your hearts up and your foundation to your neighbors. So you're helping out the people who live right up the road from you.
Yeah.
And you're seeing that, and you're
It's
seeing
crazy.
that relief
It was really crazy
firsthand.
And
But
it's
that's
part of the reason why we are still there. You know, we don't reach out worldwide. Usually goes in quickly. We stay for a few weeks at most, and then we get back out. That's just kind of our design. And I think that's how Paul had. He couldn't stay for months at a time, obviously, on
Right.
these things. So he kind of designed it that way so that he could be boots on the ground part of it, quick in, quick out. But this one really literally hit close to home. It was home. And so we've made a commitment to be there for the last 7 months and hopefully for the next year. We have some really exciting stuff
That's
in the works
amazing.
that will hopefully allow us to continue
And
there for at least another year.
right. Give that. You guys make some noise for that one. That's awesome.
Do you want to talk about
Because not only are they first responders there helping the people who are initially dealing with the fires, but also helping those people rebuild, helping the community rebuild because you're a part of the community. And that's really what, I mean, you guys have instilled that in all of us, that reach out is every one of us is reach out.
Yeah. And we have a booth here today. We're always looking for more volunteers to come in and help, especially locally here in California. We are literally doing work there still today. So if you want to volunteer for Reach Out Worldwide, you can head over to the Row booth at the main entrance. And I just wanted to hand it over to Lena. Had you volunteered for Row before? So I just wanted her to just talk a little bit about what that experience was like, how you signed up, and how you became like such an integral part of the team.
All right, give a round of applause to Lena.
Hi.
Is this your first show, Lena?
My first
First show, first LA show. Okay, first FuelFest.
Yes, I found out about FuelFest through Row, and I found out about Row, I think just through Instagram, probably just from, Fast in the community. And I saw in January, I've always been local to LA, and I mean, luckily I didn't have a local disaster come, and it was one of those things where I was always just like, how can I contribute? And it happened that the fire was a new kind of disaster in terms of type for Reach Out Worldwide. And so I signed up to volunteer. I met Rose on that first day and Sean. It was mid-January. And it kind of started as a, really necessary, small supply distribution effort. And so it was things that you need immediately those first few days post-disaster.
Right, family essentials and everything.
First aid, hygiene,
People forget how important that is. You don't have
Basics,
time.
yes.
You're starting from scratch.
Exactly. Even things like food. And so we were not only supplying, but we also distributed directly to those affected in the community. Our initial, Sean and Rose set up that first headquarters, and it was a very small kind of office of just whatever we could distribute. And then sometime between then and today, we, they blew it up and they just kind of said, how big can we take this? And it ended up blowing up into what ended up being a full-on furniture, mattress, real household goods, really, really good quality clothing, shoes, and really anything you might need when you are going through those later on stages of finding housing. And
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's such an outstanding outpouring of the beyond the essentials to what your family really needs to rebuild, and restructuring your life, kids sleeping on the floor
Exactly.
or mattress frames, refrigerators, small appliances,
Yes.
stuff like that. And it's crazy that from a charitable standpoint, people don't think of it until you realize that everything is gone.
Yes.
And you guys really are giving people new life and new hope and
Yeah.
practically the inside of their home.
Yeah. And I think that's what made it so special is Row is very good at adapting to what the needs are very quickly. And so we were able to find that, like, you know, after you get what you need in that first month, what do you need next? And how can we help with those communities as they kind of figure out? I mean, it's something that people don't go through. And so you're figuring it as you go. And Row is really good at figuring it out.
Well, that's the adaptability of a charity run by people for people, is you really do get to say, like, this is what the people need. Here's what we can provide for you.
Yeah.
Not I got 18 trailers of laundry detergent.
Yeah.
I hope that's what you need.
Yeah.
No, we've got laundry detergent, but I remember seeing tweets go out.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, Reach Out Worldwide has just talked to this, and if you need to do your laundry, we're at these 3
Yeah.
locations.
Yeah.
And I remember like reading my phone, and I think I remember texting Cody at the time, going like, seriously, if you guys need me to fly out there and do people's laundry, it breaks my heart to see so much heartfelt, like just the outpouring that you guys were doing, and knowing that people could come and get clean laundry at the time when their whole world was on fire,
Yeah.
and you guys were still going, hey, it's okay. This is one step at a time together, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. So from Florida all the way to Cali, I appreciate what you guys are doing. And you're my first LA Fuel Fest. So we're
Awesome.
yeah, this is my first LA Fuel Fest. So last year this is the only one I didn't make. So now we're LA kids together. We're just sitting here like, wow.
I mean, it's great. I mean, it's really good to see like the communities coming together and like people really learning about how like that firsthand experience of helping somebody is priceless.
Yeah,
So,
no, the Fuel Fest family is real. It's so real. All right, madam. As we proceed, we'll talk a little bit more about what you guys are doing in the future with Reach Out Worldwide. Like, what are the next steps?
We have some really exciting stuff in the works. There's nothing that I can announce right now.
Oh, I love it.
about
I love
how
it.
to do
I love the
that.
tension. I love it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, we do have something
Oh,
super,
okay.
super
Okay,
cool
so
that
he's
we'd
got
love
it.
to talk about. And I'm going to pass that over to Sean.
You guys make some noise for Sean. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? This is Sean with Reach Out Worldwide. I do have something really cool to announce that we are just starting and kicking off at this show, and it's going to go all the way to the end of this year. We have partnered up with Driven Society, and there's a car sweepstakes that's going to be happening at the very front.
Yes. I saw that when I pulled in, and I was like, "Am I exempt?" No, there is a Mark V.
Yeah,
it is a
Mark
V custom, the Paul Walker Tribute Liberty Walk 2023 Supra is up for giveaway,
And it is
giveaway.
Gorgeous.
You don't. It's not like you have to build the whole thing yourself.
No.
It's not only a Liberty Walk,
Turnkey.
but it is a turnkey. I think he said he was going to stop at a modest 1,200
Modest.
horsepower or two.
Maybe.
When it's all said and done.
Yes.
Liberty Walk kitted, full turnkey, and all proceeds are benefiting Reach Out Worldwide
Yes,
directly.
that is
of
correct.
giveaway. That's
right
amazing.
After profits, it's all towards Reach Out Worldwide.
That's so amazing.
so
That's so
cool.
I don't think any of us have the opportunity to win a turnkey Liberty Walk Supra. Nevertheless, have to build one from scratch. So that opportunity alone is worth the charitable.
Yes.
So passing that's crazy, but it's driven.
Driven Society and Reach Out Worldwide. So it's
Right.
driven for Row.
Yes, driven for ROWW. You can scan the QR codes on the back of all the signs all over the show, or go scan the QR code on the car right by the Reach Out Worldwide tent. There's also a silent auction over there for Reach Out Worldwide.
There is a silent auction. There's all kinds of stuff.
Yes, there's a lot going on over at the Reach Out Worldwide tent. Check that out. Be sure, remember, we are partying with a purpose, and that is the purpose. And last but not least, Miss Rose. Miss Rose, now tell us what you do, Miss Rose, and how long you've been doing it. I know since you've been the ripe underage of 20 before you could drink, and now you're old enough to drink, so you can do everything else. But tell us about it and tell us what you do. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, no,
Speaking
well, like Felicia said, I've been with them since 2018, did my first Fuel Fest in 2019
Yep.
in Anaheim. It was pouring rain, We didn't care. Sorry.
You can yell at it. It's okay.
I'm on a mic.
It's
Sorry.
okay. Don't be nervous. You can yell and they'll look at you. It's fine. I don't have dreamy blue eyes, but I can fake it for you. I can fake it for
I
you.
like the hair. I like the hair.
Right. I've got the hair. I can just shimmer if you'd like.
There, now I'm more at ease. Thank you. Yeah, so 2019, Anaheim, Angel Stadium, pouring rain, and we didn't care. We were like, we're gonna go and help, and checking in cars, and it just kind of rolled next year,
Right.
and then we got shut down 2020.
And you have not missed a single Fuel Fest since then.
Nope, I've been here ever
That is
since,
absolutely-
and it's been 7 years.
7 years in a row. You guys give yourself a hand for that one.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm proud. I'm proud. I have so many, most of my wardrobe is Row.
I mean, at this point in time,
I'm
right.
proud to wear this. I'm very proud to wear this.
Right, look at that cup. Can we all just can I get a little can I get a little commotion for the cuppage?
Yeah.
I have a daughter who steals cups,
Wow,
so
right.
keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. She's a cup collector and they're never hers.
Yeah. So, we always welcome volunteers. We always need help. So anything and everything that they can, from the smallest thing, picking up pizza for the crew or anything is appreciated and it's needed. So we always try to get people to come out and help us. So
Right.
it pays off. It feels good to give back and help other people. And that's what Paul wanted to do. And we're going to keep doing it. And so we can.
Yes, we are. And that is what it's all about. For
Absolutely.
those of you listening from near and far, if you want to volunteer, we are always accepting more bodies, more hearts, more minds to the Reach Out Worldwide family.
Absolutely.
You could give back a portion or the whole day. You could come out with the crew. You can even do disaster relief if that's more what you like. If you want to go help people, boots on the ground, I'm sure we've got opportunities for you in that capacity as well. Every way you want to give back, we have a way that you could give it if you want to help us. But you're helping us by being here today because that's what this Fuel Fest is all about. So we thank you guys for being a part of our family. And I'd like to thank you guys for all. You guys make some more noise for this family, not only the Reach Out family, but all of us as we contribute to Fuel Fest. I'd turn it over one last time to the lady of the hour. Give your last regards and thank yous to each of these wonderful people because we wouldn't be here without you.
Well, thank you. That is very kind
You,
of you.
ma'am.
We would not be here without volunteers, our staff, and most importantly, everybody here today that keeps it going and keeps Paul's memory alive, his legacy alive, the support of the Walker family, the support of Reach Out Worldwide. We all appreciate it every single day. So thank you all for being here.
And thank you guys so much. Thanks for you at home tuning in. Everybody on the video, please be sure to like, share, send it out. Reach Out Worldwide, Fuel Fest. Be a part of our family. Join us if you want. Contribute if you need. Donate if you desire. And you can win a car.
Yes. ROWW.org. Learn everything there. Instagram, Reach Out WW.
That's right.
Yeah, check it out.
Check us out. We check you out. Check you on the flip side. Fuel Fest LA. We got it going on. Let's go.
Woo, woo.